Oh,
The program is telling me that the software is telling me that it's taking a while to start
oh,
right now. Um, I think I believe we're live, but
yeah.
the software hasn't told me
We,
otherwise
we
yet.
we
Oh,
may have been dead for a decade already, and we just don't know it.
true. Yeah. I mean, this software, not the software per se, but the computer sometimes fails on me just because,
It
But
doesn't. It listens and it doesn't like what you're thinking or talking about. You
right.
know, so it crashes until to punish you for having bad thoughts.
Right. you know, uh, I think we are okay. I just received the alert on my phone that we're live on
It,
YouTube.
it knows it's listening and it's looking out for your best interest.
Yes, that's pretty romantic of you. But yeah, I mean we're live.
You have doubts. You
Welcome.
you think their intentions are not good.
No, I think our attention is not that good now
No,
with all these
I know that.
distractions and yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, no, we are. Our conversation is similar to algorithms, so
Yeah.
we don't get anything gets triggered like any like alert to them that a streaming or a video should be like looked at or
Uh,
revised or scrutinized.
yeah.
They use algorithms for phrases or not necessarily phrases.
Sure thing.
Sometimes they just do words.
Yeah. Yeah. If you type something into a search, then you'll get ads for it for
Right. Yeah.
next month or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Welcome everyone. Who right now we have one viewer. It's probably my own account, but right now
You're keeping an eye on yourself. That's good.
I needed to know your voice is actually showing. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
so
Good.
it is showing on YouTube, so it's sweet. We love this.
Yeah.
It's episode 2. Having a talk with you,
Yeah.
Dmitry. It's always a big pleasure to have you. Your voice is very good for the radio. Plus, your commentary on live is always valuable.
Yeah. And I'm sending my voice your way from about a mile south down Halsted Avenue.
That is very
Halsted
true. We're
Street.
not that far away. But
Yeah.
thanks to this,
You're in Pilsen and I'm in Bridgeport, and so far the borders have not been closed, but we're not in the same room.
we're not in the same room, and that's important to point out. We're doing it live. We're using an awesome software for everybody who would love to do something like this. It's called Streamlabs OBS. It takes a lot of practice, but if you have the time now, everybody's got the time. And like I am no journalist, so I don't have any shame of sharing this information because I don't think we are all competition. There is audience for everyone, and so this is good. I love this. I love doing this, Dimitri. And luckily, I also decided to do this because I have excellent people available
Yeah,
for this project, and most of them are really excited to participate. It's just hard to find the time.
sure,
Yeah, but yeah, thanks a lot again for joining us. This is
sure. My
oh, it's
pleasure.
always great. Yeah.
So what have you been doing the past week? We talked last time, last Friday, a week ago. Yeah.
Yes, Saturday, right? I think.
Oh, was it Saturday?
I
Maybe it
think
was
so.
Saturday. Yeah,
I
you're
think
right.
so. Yes. I'd love to do it weekly with you, but
Yeah,
I
that's fine.
mean now is the times to do it more regularly. I
Sure.
think. Yeah.
So what have you been up to?
Basically, fighting with the computer, fighting with the software.
Oh yeah.
Uh, yes. Even though I think if you would be able to, or if you be willing to show yourself in the video, you would not be I would not be able to show you in the software. So I am struggling with that. And
Mm.
by the way, I pulled up two new images for the slideshow. I want to thank Bandcamp. I took one of the pictures. It's a picture of you, Dimitri, is showing
Oh,
on the slideshow. I think you're holding a coffee bag,
oh,
I believe.
really?
Yes.
Huh?
I
From
forgot where it
Bandcamp
says.
on Bandcamp?
I
Where?
took it from Bandcamp on the interwebs. And then I
What?
took one from the Chicago Tribune where you're driving your cab.
But where did the Bandcamp one come from? I wonder which Bandcamp site, like whose Bandcamp?
You
I
want me
know.
to look back? I can look back on my history of the interwebs because I
What
looked it up on the
does the coffee
interwebs.
bag have a drawing on it or
I
something?
think it does. Let me go.
I drew on a lot of coffee bags for a while. That was one of my old projects. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it
Okay.
must be one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, you've done a lot of work.
Yeah.
And if we could do an episode of each thing, but I don't know if you'd be annoyed of just talking about yourself at all times.
No, it's okay. If you're interested, I'll do it. You know, if you want to do it,
Right.
if question and if you have questions, I'm
Right.
not gonna just talk and talk and talk about myself without
That's what we're
without
all
your interest.
expecting, dude.
That's crazy. I mean, there are people that are good at that. I'm not. I can't just.
Nobody is that good at that. At a certain point, you gotta be reading something. Like you gotta be.
Oh no, I know people that can go on for hours about themselves without any kind of text, without any prompting. But I'm not.
Oh yeah, I mean on a regular basis, yes, but on camera, that's
Yeah,
it takes a lot of work to be on camera.
sure.
Like
But I think this show, stuff like this show, is really the best part of it is the audio, not the video.
exactly, that's what's
It's
valuable. I mean, I'm
it's the
just putting
voices and the
graphics.
talking. I like you mentioned. I don't have my video on because I don't
Right,
like the way the video on Skype and the video chat looks. It
right.
bothers me, so I'm not going to have it on.
Cool,
Uh,
yeah.
but I think the valuable part is the conversation, not the pictures. But
You're entirely right. But the audience, especially for YouTube, they need some type of stimulation in the eyes. So that's why I have two slideshows, one on top of my screen, and then one on top of your name, Dimitri.
okay,
Um,
can I send you a picture to put on there?
for sure, dude. Yes.
'Cause I finished painting yesterday,
All
and
right.
I'd love if you could share it. One
Yes.
second. I'll email it to you in just 1 second.
Perfect. Yes. Just let me know. I can show it on full screen.
Yeah.
Right
Uh,
now, I'm gonna show the audience a little picture that my mom sent me. My mom is one. Yeah. So I'm gonna. She's a fan of the Beatles. I don't like the Beatles, but this kind of like shows you
there's a way to
a
get in
little
trouble.
lesson.
Let's talk shit about the Beatles.
That is
Lots of
great. That
people. I I can do it, but I have no problem trashing the Beatles. But uh, people get angry.
people really get offended when you talk trash
That's
about the Beatles.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna share it. It's a I don't even know the album. I should have researched this. So the Beatles are walking on a what do you call it? Like a crosswalk.
Oh yeah, the famous picture of
The
Abbey
famous
Road. Yeah.
picture. Yes, Abbey Road.
They,
Okay,
they
cool.
just yeah they just repainted it. I saw, right. Is that what she's sharing, or
No, she shared with
I just sent
me
you
this.
by the way.
They're really going at it. Maybe walking towards Abbey Road, but then this new one, they show some military turning them back around because of
Oh,
the
okay.
coronavirus. You should not be outside.
Yeah, yeah,
Everybody, you should not follow the Beatles' example right now. This is not the right time to do it. Go
yeah.
back home, stay home. Don't make a problem bigger because we don't even have ventilators to
Yeah, yeah.
help ourselves out or the people we love. So we better stay indoors,
No,
please.
what I was talking about is that either earlier today or yesterday there was an article about how they're repainting this famous crosswalk because
Right,
people go and visit.
right,
Since there's nobody out, they came and made new lines and painted it.
right,
You know, they had time to do it because usually it's a popular tourist site.
right.
Everybody wants to recreate that cover of Abbey Road. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyways, I emailed you the picture. It's a painting I did of of my boxes of books and stuff that I packed up. So it's in the entryway, just waiting for the movers, which are not coming for another month.
Oh no shit. Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to bring you down on that on the last video. I told you we'll see if that happens. I'm sorry, but dude, like it's strange times. So you don't even have to move at all, right? I'm
What do you
guessing.
mean? Oh
Not for another month.
no, well it's scheduled. I'd be ready to move today,
Right.
but the apartment's not ready, and you know I paid rent here for April, so
Right.
so I can't just because that would be out too much money. It wouldn't, you know.
Right.
No, I'd love to move right now. You know, I'm ready to, but because I've been hoping to move to this place since last summer. So it just,
Oh, wow.
but it all came together just right before this whole lockdown thing started. You know,
Right.
fortunately, like I have people, I have movers, and the movers have been designated like you know necessary or essential services,
Right.
so they can still do their jobs, so they can still you know move people, which is nice.
That's pretty nice, man. I'm
But
glad.
but I have to sit here in an empty apartment for the next month and wait.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
it's a strange situation. Sort of looking forward to it though because like I took all my artwork off the walls and packed up all the books and threw away a lot of stuff. So
Right.
now for the next month, this place will be like new, like a foreign place. Even though I lived here for over 5 years, it'll seem like a different place. It already does. So that's what I'm doing,
Right.
doing weird stuff. But
I'm
so
about to.
aside from fighting with the technology, what else are you doing? Are you still pickling vegetables or?
I'm done with the first three batches. But I will. I don't know. What I've been doing. You asked. Sorry. I'm about to show your new painting. Is it brand new?
Yeah, finished yesterday.
All right. To make it fit on the screen, I'm gonna have to skip like just the edges of it.
Oh
Uh,
no. Oh, ow, ow, ow,
it hurts. Ouch.
ow. Don't
Ouch.
cut me. It's like you're cutting a part of me.
Nice.
No, do whatever you want.
It is now on the screen. Would you talk about it a little bit? Did you do it on a book? Because it seems like it's divided on two.
Oh, it's two pieces of watercolor paper taped together
All
to make
right.
it bigger. Yeah, it's a pretty large. I don't know. It's about I don't know 20 by 30 inches or something like that.
Okay. Ooh, that's big. Yeah.
It's
That.
a good size. So it's just I didn't have a big piece of paper, so I just taped two
All
pieces
right.
of watercolor paper together
Awesome.
and put them on a drawing board and painted on that.
Right.
Uh, and it's
That's
yeah,
awesome.
so all those boxes are boxes. It's almost all books. I have a lot of books,
Right. Yeah.
including books that I published. Like about 30 of those boxes are my own books, and then the
Okay.
rest of the boxes are just books that I own. You know.
Right. Okay. So you're saying you still have books for sale? That's awesome.
Oh yeah,
Please
yeah.
do it.
On my online store, yeah. If you go to the if you go to my website and click on the store, yeah, I'll send you a book. The I mean, because
I
the
have
post
your books, man. Thank you so much. I
Yeah, post
have
office is open, so people can buy them. People
Music
can
to
buy
My
art. I'll send
Eyes.
you art if you want. I'll send you whatever. You know.
Yeah, thanks, dude. I think. Sorry, I'm walking away for just a second. I'm gonna get the Soviet stamps.
Okay.
Uh, just to show it. This is your most recent book.
Yeah, Soviet stamps is the last one. Yeah,
Cool.
it just came out a couple of months ago. Yeah.
Oh, it's similar to the color of my background, so I'm gonna show it really close because it's
Okay.
kind of like fading away.
Yeah.
Soviet Stamps by
Yeah.
Dmitry Samarov. The artwork is great, and his writing is even better than his artwork. Believe it
Oh,
or
hey.
not, it's awesome. It's great. No, man, like seriously, I am using a lot of language I shouldn't be using, like saying like
I know.
and
You should be swearing instead. You should be using curse words, but you're saying,
I'm
uh,
actually saying like instead of swearing.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You pointed it out. You pointed it out perfectly. But yeah, so I had to use or I had to find something on my speech that I can fix for talking on a camera
Yeah.
because yeah, every other word on my Pinterest language, my mundane language is
Yeah.
an F bomb or something
Yeah.
terrible like that. Like
Is it do you have an equivalent in Spanish? Is there a thing like that in Spanish that you do, or is it just in English that it's like that?
no, even in Spanish, I
It's the same.
do say a
Yeah.
lot. I do say a lot of
So
things.
it's what it's like
Este,
pinche everything's
este,
pinche this and pinche that or what?
yeah, like pellizco in
Oh, what's that?
Spanish is pinch.
Oh, bitch.
Pinch, no pinch, like
Oh,
pinching, like using your two fingers to pinch on
oh,
skin.
pinch.
Yeah,
Yeah. No,
pinch.
I'm
Yeah,
talking about the word pinche.
yeah,
Pinch, like fucking. You know.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that word
It makes,
pinche is like I don't even know if it's got an equivalent to English. That
yeah. But yeah, I remember from working in many restaurants, the cooks and stuff. Every other word was pinche. You know.
yeah, I mean, cause yeah, it's like the word effing in
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
fucking yeah
Exactly. Yeah.
in English. Yeah.
Yeah. So in Spanish, you have that too. The same as in English. Every other word is a
Every
curse.
other word is the F bomb. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's why I use like in English, and I think you appreciate much better for me to use like than the F bomb every other word, because then that
I,
would activate the algorithms for like for the
oh, you think YouTube will throw you off the air if you keep swearing?
they wouldn't as long as we have viewers, but I'm not shooting for that type of audience.
Yeah.
Because it's good to have that type of audience, but I think everybody can appreciate something that is not swearing. You know,
Yeah.
our
Okay.
our language the language we use is not that bad.
Hmm.
I think so far we haven't gotten into more. I mean, we haven't gotten deeper onto more. You know, worldwide situation, reality of our days. Because then that really makes me want to swear left and right.
Well, sure.
My wife sees me on, he's like, I don't want to talk about the walking Cheeto, but
Yeah.
I have to keep up with the news, and he's out twice a day.
No, I
So,
know. I know.
so
The
yeah,
problem about
yeah.
the trouble with talking about him is that it just gives him free exposure, and we don't. I don't know. I don't feel like I have any great insight into it, really. You know, except
No,
for
it's all the same.
angry. You
Yeah.
know, it makes people angry, but it's not productive. You
It
know
is
what I?
not productive. That's why I have my hour of swearing and yelling at the TV, and you know, because it's
So
ridiculous. He
your wife
keeps on
makes
blaming other people
yeah, yeah,
when
yeah.
he's
It's
he's the
no, I know.
president of the supposedly most the most important nation in the world, supposedly.
Yeah.
We have
Not
the healthcare
not
system of a
not for
third
too
world
much
country.
longer. Not the
Hopefully.
most important or biggest for much longer, I don't think.
No, I mean people are still taking this on like taking it like it's not a serious thing. That is dangerous. That is the
Yeah.
most ignorance is the most dangerous
Yeah.
weapon. Yeah. That's how we should call this episode. Ignorance is the worst, like
Oh,
the biggest weapon, the most dangerous weapon.
well, it's your show. You can call it whatever you want. You
That
can
is
call
true.
it swear words. You can just call it like.
Right. I just called it episode 2 of Conversation with You. I mean,
Okay.
with
Okay.
Dmitry Samarov, with local artist Dmitry Samarov.
So did have you been recording other conversations with other people or just battling with the technology all week?
I've been battling with technology all week. I wish I had scheduled 2,
And they didn't
and
work?
they didn't work because my yeah.
Oh no. Is your computer old or something? What's the
No, well, it's a little old, but it's like it's excellent to perform the type of work I'm doing.
Uh-huh.
It works excellent for gaming. This computer
Oh,
was gaming since
oh, you were playing a lot of games on it?
2012. No, not
Oh,
me. My I have a friend who is really generous, and he was gonna buy a new computer for gaming, and
oh,
he's
so he
like,
gave you one?
"No,
Okay.
I mean I bought it. I don't like free
Got it.
stuff. I don't do free things." But
Okay.
I can't. I have, unfortunately, I have high standards for myself. Except I will take food from the government when we run out of it.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Oh, okay.
much.
So
Yes.
you have limits to your capitalist beliefs. This is where you
Well,
draw.
the thing is that my capitalist beliefs.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, I never took away your painting. We are talking about something else, and I never took
Well,
away
that's
the
okay.
painting.
Well, maybe somebody will enjoy it for a little while.
It is
If
an awesome painting, man. Thanks a lot for
yeah,
sharing again.
yeah, yeah. I just wanted to show you what I've been doing. That's all.
Cool.
That's one of the things I've been working on.
You know
So,
what? I haven't answered to your initial question, right?
which one?
It was about what I've been doing all
Yeah,
week,
yeah.
but
I want to
well,
know that.
I've been just struggling with the computer.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It is a little frustrating. I'm a person who keeps it cool as much as I can, and that's what I'm saying. I'm only venting on times of press conference and stuff.
Yeah.
But right. But no, I'm trying to keep my cool with the computer problems. I've been playing. We finished the puzzles, my wife and I. We thought we had enough puzzles for the rest of the stay home or shelter in place that we're living on. But
What kind
yeah,
of what kind of puzzles?
all sorts of puzzles. We can't do more than 500 pieces only because if we put it on the big table, our
Oh,
our
like a jigsaw
cats
puzzle. Yeah.
our cats like they step on it, they like knock it off. They don't like that table to be basically
That's
invaded.
that's good. It's more challenging. There's like it makes it more exciting when you're trying to solve the puzzle, but then you have invasion, you have
Yeah,
attack.
yeah, you have attack.
Hostile forces are attacking you, so it makes it more exciting. The puzzle,
Right.
it's like you're at war and you have invading forces.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly how it is, dude. It is a pain in the ass. So we can only do we can only do 500 pieces puzzles.
Uh, how long does it take you to make a 500-piece puzzle?
I thought it was gonna take us a lot longer, but it actually only takes us like one night.
Oh, that's not bad. Not too bad. Huh.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you our live scene, Dimitri. Share with you.
Okay.
Let's see, share screen. There you go. Can you see it?
Not yet. Not right now.
Hopefully soon. Well, you know, once again, my computer is just freaking out left and
Yeah.
right. Um,
I wonder why that is. Oh, here you go. Now I can see your screen, but
oh, perfect. There you go then.
but, the- but oh, now I can see you, and then yeah, it's the slideshow. Okay, cool.
All right, awesome, awesome. So I'm gonna share with you this screen for a little bit
Okay.
until it shows the software shows signs of freaking out.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now it's got a little notification. The software, it says something went wrong with the live stream. I don't think so because
Oh,
we're
you have your
still
phone on or something, or
yeah.
like, oh, okay. So we're on. Okay.
We're on, yes. So let's talk about how the city of Chicago announced that all parks were
Yeah.
gonna be closed, like effective immediately. I think yesterday
Yeah,
around.
yeah, because the idiot joggers are all like hanging out and doing everything together and not listening to the rules, you know?
Right.
They had to because they had to be punished and like sent to their rooms like children, you know?
Yeah, some people are really oblivious to a
Yeah,
pandemic. Everybody should just go on whatever Wikipedia, I don't know, an encyclopedia, go and see what a pandemic
yeah,
is all about. And then please just follow the rules. There are not rules, there are guidelines for God's sake. There should be rules.
yeah,
Guidelines are not good, in these times of emergency.
yeah.
The federal government should just put rules and provide, but we don't have that at all. It doesn't seem like we will have it for at least a couple of months, and that's
Yeah.
not enough time. It should be sooner. We should
Yeah.
have been protected from the beginning.
Well, I mean, we should have started doing stuff back in January, but we didn't, you know?
Right. Yeah,
But
we
this,
should have started. Yeah.
yeah, but this is like this stuff like this is just that's hindsight is 2020. Like we know this now, but it's weird because there have been other virus outbreaks, but not nearly this bad in a long time. Like remember there was SARS a while ago.
Yeah.
For some reason SARS didn't spread like this one.
No,
And
they were able to
why?
contain it in the Middle East.
SARS was Asia as well, I think.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm actually for the
Oh, did
most
you see
part.
that?
Yeah, yeah, the picture of me with the coffee
With the
beans.
coffee beans,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. So yeah, those are from. There's actually I'll send you a link to a page on my website which has all the coffee bags.
Oh, maybe I've seen it, dude, and I just
Hold on. Yeah, I'll send you a link to it, and
maybe I can just go online and maybe share it
yeah. Well, here,
here.
I'll email it to you so you don't have to search around. Let's see. But yeah, so I worked for about a year or two at a coffee shop on the far south side,
Right.
and at a small roaster, So I was
Cool.
roasting beans, and I was in the coffee shop. And we got these white bags, and I started drawing on them, and I drew like there's like almost 200 of them.
Oh, no way. That's awesome. Were they all sold and stuff?
Yeah, yeah, and like we charge a few extra bucks, or like it would be like a bonus thing for good customers. Okay,
Right.
yeah, it just sent you an email.
Cool.
Yeah, coffee bag. Yeah, so people
Let me
can.
know if
Oh no, that's the wrong one. Shit. Uh,
it's all
go.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, if you go in the. Yeah, I sent you. Damn it, I sent you the wrong one.
Should I go back? I went back. Other coffee bags. Found it.
Yeah. Okay. Did you
All
find?
right. Yes. I'm gonna
Yeah.
show it with the audience.
Yeah.
Let's see. That's it.
Anyway, so I spent my free time when I wasn't roasting coffee beans or serving customers drawing on these bags.
That's awesome, dude. Thanks for doing that. Seriously, we appreciate it very much. So I don't think anything's showing. Okay, all right. So
Yeah, I see it now. You got it up. Yeah. So if you go to the website and you click on any of those, you can see them bigger.
right, cool. So now it's live. Uh, I'm gonna show a couple of them to the audience. That's a little cat, little
Yeah,
kitty,
it's a jumping cat.
right? You know my. Oh,
There's a dog.
that's a dog. Another cat. Oh man, I'm in heaven. Thanks for
Yeah,
showing us this. I love cats.
yeah,
Oh, that's a live band. All
yeah.
right.
It's a musician on Old Maxwell Street in Chicago when they had blues bands out in the marketplace when Chicago Maxwell Street was a big outdoor market.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, so I used a lot of like historical photographs on these. Like I have musicians and like baseball players and other people, or like Chicago scenes or animals. I'd go through different themes, on
Right.
these things. But yeah, there's many different
Yeah, dude.
different things. So yeah, that was a project.
Right.
One of many projects. Um,
Let me my camera failed, so I'm just resetting the camera. Let's hope it goes back to normal. If not, we're still live though. So there's an image of me. I don't know what that means, but yeah. So I'm gonna see if I can make it work. In the meantime, I'm showing off your work. That's the Hancock Tower.
uh-huh.
Oh, you're watching too, right? So that's awesome.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I can see it.
Oh no, that's terrible. Is that a clown?
Yeah.
No.
Are you afraid of clowns?
No,
You're one of
they
those
just
people.
like
You don't like them?
it's not that I don't like them. It's just not something I would wish anybody to do. You
Come
know?
on, admit it. You're afraid of them. Come on.
No, I'm not afraid of them. Honestly, I actually like them.
Yeah, I like them. I'm a
Yeah.
fan of clowns, but not the one in the White House though.
No, that's not the good type of clown because he thinks
He's one.
he's fooling everyone, and
He's
he's not. Yeah,
he's an evil clown. Yeah.
he's an evil clown. Yeah, dude. I made my camera come back, so I'm gonna keep on showing your work.
Okay.
That is, I think a Mercedes, an old Mercedes. I don't know. I don't know if you would be able to
Oh,
tell us
let's.
about this
Oh, you
this
know what?
car.
That's a. I think it's a Studebaker. Studebaker was a kind of a model of a car
Right.
that's long gone now. It's an old Studebaker, yeah, and it had those that weird nose like that with
Right.
in the front. In the if people have seen the Muppet movie, like when they go on the road, that their car is a Studebaker. In the
Oh, okay.
it's an old car.
Right. Cool.
It was a cool looking car. You can look them up online, but I'm pretty sure that's a Studebaker.
Cool. That is someone asking a question on a conference.
You know what it is? Is a talk show host, Phil Donahue. He was in the '80s.
All right.
It was a daytime. It was before Oprah. There was this Phil Donahue with kind of snow white hair, and it's a
Cool.
old daytime talk show. Yeah.
We all know that Chicagoans. We all know that.
Yep. Sears Tower.
Sears Tower, Levine,
There's the bean. Yep.
and the I'm showing here the cursor. Do you remember this? I know. I remember the name of this building. designed by a woman. I remember not every time. It's got it's got something about trade, or
Uh,
it's not trade.
that one was. I don't know if that one was designed by a woman, but there's one that's a little close to that called the Aqua Tower.
Aqua Tower. Okay.
Aqua was designed by Jeannie Gang, who's an architect in Chicago. She's a very famous architect. And there's an old White Sox player. I don't remember who that is, but it's an old, like, from a long time ago. You can tell by the
By
uniform. Yeah,
uniform, right? Yeah.
it's another one.
Oh, that was on Cermak and almost
Uh-huh.
by Harlem.
Yep, Cermak and Hart. Yeah, it was on the border of Berwyn and
In Cicero.
Riverside.
Oh, Riverside. Yeah, that's true.
Riverside.
That's
Yeah,
true. Yeah.
yeah. It's the car spindle. Yeah, and unfortunately they took it down.
Yeah, what's wrong with them? Whoever made that decision,
I know. I
this
even
was such a good piece of art. I'm so happy you're perpetuating it.
I love it so much. I got a tattoo of it.
No shit.
Yeah, yeah. I
All
have it
right, I'd like to see
on
it one
my
day.
left arm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what? I think we're gonna all be saved of this pandemic just because I'm sure I'm gonna see that tattoo again.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
or
solution.
for the
Okay,
first time. Yes, it's
whatever.
a
I'm
solution.
happy to help. Yeah,
I'm glad you're helping, dude.
yeah. The yeah.
Yeah.
To me that sculpture was like it's like the Eiffel Tower of Chicago, but
Mhm. Yep.
you know,
Somebody made a terrible decision.
yeah. You know why they wanted to expand their parking lot,
Ah,
or I
no.
think it's parking lot and Walgreens killed it. Yeah, they owned the parking lot and they wanted to build the building, so
That
they
is
took it
just
down.
hating. That occupied very little space.
Yeah, I know. It was crazy. Those are real cars, like
I
on a
know.
bike.
Yep,
Yeah.
on a spike. Yeah, it was just perfect. It was very for the people. Like it was a sculpture for the workers. It was a sculpture. Like the meaning of it, you can give it many meanings, but the
Yeah.
meaning that I gave to that sculpture, it meant a lot to me. It was
It
very
was beautiful. Yeah,
humanistic,
it was
very
a car shish kebab.
right. Water tower, is that it?
Yep, there's a water tower. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so you can take your virtual tour of Chicago on these coffee bags. Yeah. It's another
Right.
baseball player. Yeah.
Oh no, no. Is that for real? This guitar?
Yeah, yeah, that's the guy from that band Cheap Trick. Do you know the band Cheap Trick? He has that
Um,
guitar. That's real. Yeah, you
that is
can look it up.
insane. That is insane. Cheap
Yeah.
Trick. Okay.
Cheap Trick, yeah. Yeah,
Are
they're a
they from
big band. They're
Chicago?
Rockford,
Oh, so
Illinois.
they're local. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Cheap Trick. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
look
look it
them
up
up.
right now. Oh shoot! I didn't mean to do that. Uh, yeah, I didn't mean to do that.
You don't want the audience to watch you Google something? Cheap Trick, yeah, they're a big band. They were
I'm gonna
classic
look it up
rock,
right now.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up right now, real quick, cause I'm curious. Cheap
For
Trick.
sure. Yep. Yeah, look it up. Look up if you do the images, I'm sure that guitar will come right up.
Right.
Yeah, see Cheap Trick rock band, yeah.
Home website. Photos. Somebody's calling me. Are you still there, Dimitri? No, I think the call. It's because I'm sharing the screen with him. The call got messed up. We lost communication with Dimitri. Probably because we were talking about this band. Maybe they have a contract with YouTube. You never know. So we're gonna try and reconnect with Dimitri after these 40 minutes of conversation with him. Uh, we will be back. I'm gonna put on some commercials, probably. Oh no, we don't have any commercials. What I'm gonna put on is just some music for you to enjoy. I hope you guys um, are still tuned when we come back. Thank you so much.
You there? Yeah. Yeah, we lost. Nope. Cool. All right. We are sorry, everyone. Hmm. Something happened. Yeah, we got disconnected. Yeah. You'll get it figured out. Oh yeah. Oh, what do you have? What are you getting that's different? Oh. Is is it just going to be a rotary phone? You're going old. Let's go old school. We're gonna, you're gonna use a telephone.
I think my mic was off, so we haven't been listening to my audio, and I apologize. But we were just listening to you. That
Yeah.
is, yeah. I mean, it is something we are still learning to do. You know, because we are. I'm pro- I'm the producer. I am the camera producer, the audio producer. All of
Oh,
this I am.
I thought you had a whole team there. I thought there was a whole studio. That's
Maybe
what
one day we'll get to that stage if
I
people
was
still
figuring there.
sharing and liking our videos. That's cool.
Uh, I thought you were training your cats to man the camera and stuff and do the audio,
Right.
so you could just be on the on-screen talent. You know, you could just be the eye candy or whatever.
Right. No, dude. Yeah. I wish we had some help. It'd be much easier. But no, I mean, I think it is a good thing that I'm doing it. I'm learning. It takes a little
Yeah.
more work, and I would say a little more talent to do it all yourself. I'm learning. With the months will be much better, and hopefully with the time we can actually eventually make money off of this. Um, so yeah,
How does it work? Is it just because they're showing ads that that you make money, or what?
that's a way to make money, but we
Yeah.
need 1,000 subscribers in order
No,
to
I know.
achieve make getting paid. So it could take months. I think our content is really good, but it's hard to just expose it like that. There are a lot of jealousy in this type of
Yeah.
industry, and so people at a certain point stop sharing you. But no, I rely on our audience that they're gonna still watch us, subscribe to us, and because our content is a little more organic than
Mm,
a lot of content that you normally find
yeah.
on YouTube. A lot of it is just copying other work.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't watch YouTube very much. I listen to podcasts, just audio ones, but YouTube I barely ever use. I don't know.
I don't know if you remember, this was meant to be a podcast
Yeah.
originally, but I
Yeah.
found it really complex because the apps you have
Hmm.
to pay money for them, and I was debating whether to do a format of radio and video like it is now, rather than just the radio format, because you reach a different type of audience for
Mm.
basically the same price. It's just
Ah.
you got to get more equipment with this.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. But
Okay.
it's great. I have a lot of cables, a lot of I had you know what happened? I connected my mixer, and
Hmm.
then the computer just freaked out. Freaked
Oh,
out.
yeah.
That is why this whole week, I just found out. Connected my mixer, the mixer started working. It happened to me
Hmm.
once before. The mixer worked for a little bit. My computer shut down. I reconnected. I turned back on my computer. Uh, you know, ejected the mixer off of the computer safely. Then restarted the computer and did. Oh no! Sorry, everyone. We're gonna call it the show for now. We lost connection with Dimitri again. Let's see how it works this one time. I was explaining to you what happened to the computer. I don't know in what moment you got caught. Yes, I don't know in what moment we lost you, but I was explaining how my computer just freaked out because I connected my mixer, and then everything went wrong ever since. But now it's kind of going back to normal. My computer is once again freaking out. The image just froze. Yeah, I feel like it's personal at this point, you know? It is weird. It is really weird, dude. For now, I'm gonna keep on showing your work, and I'm gonna work on the camera. We can keep on talking, dude. It is, yes. Right. Yes. Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. You're a picky what do you call it? Customer. You're a picky customer, and I really appreciate that. Right. Except for your art, it's really pleasant. So there's right. I don't know, man. I know you on a personal level, and you're pretty awesome. Yeah, well, I don't know. I think you might say that about yourself only because you're really realistic. But you know, a lot of realistic people go on as if they were pessimistic. So it's a really fine line. Yes, it's a really fine line. But I really enjoy your company. We used to work together on Sundays. Um, I quit. Yeah, I quit. But I didn't quit the establishment. I right. But I right. Yeah, that is yeah. Right. So my image got back on, but let's focus on your work. But let's see. I like this one. Indians, Cleveland. You can't see it, right? I need to share the screen. Yes. Oh, before it was considered too right. 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 Yeah. They don't want it to be offensive. Right. Well, yeah, it was a little bit offensive. Well, the thing is that if the team was owned by Native Americans, it'd be okay, but it's not. So, and if you put in that perspective, yes, it is really offensive. Yeah. The New York Jews. Right, yeah, that'd be terrible. Yeah. Right. I'm just clicking through your art. Wait, was that guy screaming or playing the harmonica? Was he eating? Oh, cool. Awesome. That's pretty sweet, dude. That's a typical Chicagoan, isn't it? He looks like he'd be, wearing that wife beater. He looks like he'd be doing the misogynistic thing. Yeah. Oh, this is great. I love this, dude. And that's a coffee bag. Come on, dude. Dude, if whoever bought this didn't save it, shame on you. I'm sure everybody, dude, this is super valuable work. Right. We need to make it clear that the bridges go up because of the Ritzies take their little boats with the huge, poles. I don't know anything about navigation, but I don't know names. But the super big poles for a little boat, it's so ridiculous. Sailboats, right, right. So the Ritzies can go practice, and the rest of us just wait on traffic for them. Is that George? No. Okay, I'm just. Oh no, no. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Let's go back to my boring phase, and I look for a little more work, and then we'll share it. I'm gonna stop sharing the screen with you, Dimitri, too, because I feel like that might be causing also the software to freak out. Probably, but I'm really poor. I've been spending money to start up this project that I'm terribly poor. Oh, dude, I don't know. We probably are not listening to you right now. Let me check. Probably not. Yeah, I think I'm just talking like a moron. Let's take a look at. Yeah, we haven't been listening to you. Oh man. Oh well.
That's all right. I didn't have anything interesting to say, anyways.
Yes, I think you have very many things that are interesting to say, and I yeah, I apologize for the inconvenience. It's all my fault that we haven't been able to listen to Dimitri for the past I don't know how many minutes. We were just he talked about a taxi driver playing the harmonica when the image was out. And I say, you found it really funny when I said, shame on whoever didn't save the coffee bags. But you said that people actually saved them. That's a good thing,
I
right?
think so. Yeah, I think some people did save them. I don't know if they saved all of them, but
Right.
yeah.
At least you did, and the work is out there. Is genius, dude.
Thank you. It was just a way to pass the time
Yeah, that's the worst
working at
part.
a
For
coffee
you, it's
shop.
just like, I make this. I don't even, I don't even. It doesn't even take much of myself. It's amazing, man. You're natural, and I'm really happy that we can expose your work on a more regular basis than you know. I don't know how often do you do
Thank you.
interviews. You do reviews, not interviews, but you do reviews of your own work, right? I mean, of you do your own work reviewing movies, films.
Movies, theater, art shows, yeah,
All right,
different stuff. Yeah,
for the Chicago Reader.
usually for the reader, sometimes for some websites, but yeah, lately the last few years it's been mostly the reader. Yeah,
Right. So you're appreciated in the city of Chicago not only for your work with your hands, but also
yeah.
from like from painting. I don't know if you write things before you like hand write stuff before you type them. Do you do
Not
that?
usually, not usually.
Right.
Uh, Usually I just write on the computer.
Right.
Yeah, sometimes I take notes. I have notebooks, but not always.
All right. Cool.
Especially not for the yeah, for the jobs like the review jobs. Those I try to spend as little time on as possible,
Right.
because they're just for money. But um, yeah, I've aside from working on my paintings and getting ready to move here, I've been working on a couple of I have a couple of different new books that I'm working on. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on
Is
here.
it too much to ask what type of books they would be?
Sure. Yeah, one of them is a book set in a bar, you know, and it's going to be a novel. It's going to be fiction because it has to be
Right.
'cause-
It
because I have to change people's names.
right. I like that.
But people that will read it will recognize many things about it. Yeah,
Uh,
it's definitely taken from life, just like almost everything else I do. So
right.
that's one book, and the other book is going to be a book of all my cab driver writing all together in one book. Uh, for the because next year will be the 10th anniversary of my first cab book coming out.
All right.
So,
The first
so
hack.
yeah, the first hack. And so this is going to be like a sort of like a remix or a compilation and re-edit of all the cab writing, so it can all be in one book. You know,
That's awesome. So the one I have, the two of them are included then, because I had the last version.
which is it a paperback or a hardcover that you
It
have?
is a hardcover.
That's the first book. There's
Right.
also a second book that's a paperback
Right.
that was published later. It was published in 2014.
All right. All right. So
Uh,
I have the first version then.
you have the first book, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And then there's a second book. But what I'm working on will combine those two books and add some other stuff
Awesome.
and fix some things that I don't like in those books.
Right.
Sort of because in all these years since then, I've become much better writer, and I've gotten into designing my own books. So I want to I want to make my own version,
Right.
because before I was working with other publishers and other book designers and stuff, and now that I like doing the books all myself, uh, I want to crack at putting it all together my own way.
Right.
So, and it kind of takes me back sort of to the roots of all this writing, which started as a zine, handmade in Kinko's, cut and pasted before computers.
Right.
It was all just putting text and pictures together.
Right. Right.
It,
Right.
it makes it more personal, and it's sort of like a world I understand. Uh, so that's the cab book, the big cab book, which probably will be out either late this year or early next year, I think.
That's. I can't wait. I can't wait. You have a publisher then figured out. Um, do you always work with the same publishers? Do you publish it
No, no,
yourself?
no. So I've worked. I have four published books. Each one is a different publisher.
All right.
So
All right.
the one that you showed early in the show, the Soviet stamps, I put out myself. That's self-published, and for now, that's the way it's going to stay unless somebody comes along and throws a bunch of money at me.
Right.
It's since I figured out how to design the books and I found the printer to make them, to
Right.
manufacture them. Uh, it's actually more cost effective for me to do it all myself, because that way I don't have to share whatever I make with other people.
Right.
So it's worth it unless, like I say, somebody throws a bunch of money at me,
Right.
which would be nice if it happened, but I'm not holding my breath. But until then, I'm going to put out these books myself in limited editions, and do them like the way I've done the last two books, hardcover, signed and numbered.
Yeah, man. Thanks for doing that, and it's how you're describing things are for artists and the city of Chicago. It's basically you gotta do it yourself.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. Also, yeah, speaking of the reader, so they're having a really hard time because they can't sell any ads, right
Right.
now, because everybody is inside and all the businesses are closed. So they just put out a Chicago themed coloring book with about 50 artists contributing artwork
Right.
as like a fundraiser, and I gave them a portrait to use. It's in there, so people can look that up and buy a copy to keep the reader open, because they're really struggling right now.
Yeah, dude, it's really tough times for all of the industries.
Oh yeah.
Just yesterday alone, within the first week or two of you know, the closure of restaurants and bars. I think yesterday was said that 3% of restaurants have closed for good
Hmm.
within the last 2 weeks. So
Yeah.
that's tough, man. I know, like only one out of basically 30 restaurants make it more than 2 years for longer than 2 years.
Yeah. In,
But
nor- in normal times. Yeah.
right, but
Yeah.
this is an unusual situation.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's tough times, and I hope the reader makes it through, man. It's
Well, they're also before the Corona outbreak, they were in the process of becoming a nonprofit. So
right.
they're sort of like they're trying to stay afloat by being a nonprofit like public radio, and I don't know if they'll be able to, but with this new thing, it's hit them very hard.
Yeah.
So if people like the reader, they should contribute. They should become members or buy one of these coloring books or, you know, give them money. Yeah.
Yeah, right now everybody needs money. I haven't been working for over whew, like for about 3 weeks.
Hmm.
So I'm not making money at all. I don't know how I'm gonna pay my bills. That's why I'm doing this a little bit more often, because you never know if I would be able to support or to pay internet.
Hmm.
And that was a discussion that has been brought to the table by a bunch of, important people, and brought up to the attention of senators and representatives how internet just should be like a necessity,
Sure.
especially how the times that are right now, we all need the internet to communicate with each other. Otherwise we'd go insane, we'd go crazy. uh, just think about the people that tend to go to bars.
Yeah.
Look at their mental health. You know, people that tend to go to bars are normally lonely,
Hmm.
so they're only or are only. I should I should include myself in this category, but normally we go to bars to interact a little bit. I go to bars a lot, sometimes just to stare at a wall. But if you go to your regular bar, you're expecting to encounter some people you know. So that's for a lot of us, that's our only bit of social interaction or social exposure. Then when we're deprived or our social gathering,
Hmm.
we go a little bit insane. So I feel it for those people too. Think of their mental health. I wanted to talk a little bit about this. Would be considered drawing of a little poem you draw. I mean, you wrote. It says a river is only a collection of drops of water that fall upon a watershed, and
Oh,
eventually make their way by gravity to a waterway.
I didn't
I like it.
write. It's not. Those aren't my words. I mean, I wrote that, but it was part of. It was visuals for a dance piece, a flamenco piece of flamenco dance,
Oh, all
and so
right.
that was part of. It was projected. It was a piece by actually a dancer and choreographer based in Pilsen named Wendy Clinard.
All right.
And yeah, it was a project we did. I don't know, like maybe 6, 7 years ago,
All right.
and
All right.
it was performed at University of Chicago, and she's since I think she performed it in China, some other places. It's called Chicago's Watershed. So it was the music was Stravinsky's Rite of Spring, and then she made her own choreography for it, and then
Right.
video images were projected and back. So that's it. That was part of that.
All right. Man, you're good. I mean, yeah, I shouldn't just say it all the time, but dude, like every time I see something new, It's gorgeous, dude. Like I love trees. I love the winter because trees have no leaves, and that gives me like a sense of hope.
Yeah.
You know that the cold is coming because I love the cold weather,
Yeah.
and yeah. So like trees with no leaves remind me of good times. I love the winter. I would live
Too.
on the age
Yeah.
ice age.
Yeah.
No problem, man. I'm ready.
Yeah.
But it's because you even give it, you know, depth. It's got depth. That
I'm,
drawing or that
I'm glad
painting of
you're,
you that of yours that looks so simple, dude. It speaks so much.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. That makes me happy.
Thank you, dude. Is
Have
that
you, speaking of the outdoors, have you been going outside at all?
as a matter of fact, I'm gonna show something, but I did go hiking,
Oh,
cause
you did?
yes, cause I was a little sick. I don't know if I told anybody. I was a little sick for about 12, 14 days. And I'm glad ever since I had the symptoms, I actually isolated myself because, I've read about microbiology from a very young age. So I kind of know what the consequences are of a pandemic if you're sick.
Mhm.
So I did isolate myself. Luckily, I didn't have a fever. And yeah, so I forgot what I was going to because I'm looking for. Oh yeah, so I went out hiking. Thanks.
Where did you go?
We went to where was this place now? By Lagrange.
Oh,
It's
okay. In the
that
western suburbs.
yes, the southwest suburbs. You know that exit on 55 in Lagrange Road. When you go south, it becomes Archer, I think.
Yeah, yeah, I know where. Yeah.
So a forest preserver on there, and I wanted to. I will show the video, the a slide video on. I will show it live. It's just I have to find the way to actually send it. It's a snake. We encountered a snake, my wife and I, on our little hike. Pretty snake, I
Yeah,
must say. Yes.
that's great. It was like the Garden of Eden, huh?
Yes, dude. We were the only two people out
Yeah,
there, like in the world, like in the Bible.
yeah, you were in the Garden of Eden. You were Adam and Eve, sure.
What about that, dude? What about that? And instead of my wife eating the apple, I did.
Ah.
I took a step forward and I did. I'm like, yeah, look at this snake. We're gonna, and I ate the snake. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm gonna see. I'm restarting the one of the apps to see if I have access to the little video. Yes, so I have access to the little video. I'm gonna mute you for a half second. So you are back,
I am.
and yes. So I'm gonna show live the video that I took of the little snake. Really pretty though. Really
Yeah.
pretty snake. Let's see if I can share it with you. Let's see that.
I see it. I don't know if yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
it's
see it on
showing
mine.
right now.
Yeah, I don't know if it's on the live feed or yeah, I see the snake. That's cool.
Yeah, so it was right in front of us. It didn't get scared at all. I wonder if it didn't get scared because
Oh, there it is. Yeah, now it's on
it
the live feed.
really needed to go to her, like I don't know, her little baby snakes. I don't know what do you call baby snakes in English.
Yeah. I don't remember.
Yeah.
We'll just go. We'll call them baby snakes.
Baby snakes, yes. I think I messed it up, but that's okay.
Yeah, yeah. No, now
Uh,
I see. Yeah, there was. Yeah.
but
Good.
yeah, now we're sharing the screen, and I'm about to stop sharing the screen again. I think it's the software might freak out again.
Yeah.
You stop seeing the screen, right? I think we lost Dmitry again. Here we are back
Hello.
again. Yes, we can hear you. Perfect.
I lost you for a minute.
I'm telling you, didn't I call it up that it was gonna freak out? It is. The we keep on losing Dimitri. Are you saying something? Yeah, we keep on losing Dimitri for some reason. I'm gonna call him back. Hopefully this time we can reconnect normally. I don't know what's going on. I really have no clue. I hope this time it works out. Thanks a lot, Google, for messing with us. Thank you. I don't know what have we done to get you mad. I don't know. It's because we are showing videos live, and that is so cool. And that is bothering you. We don't know yet. I'm trying to reach for Dimitri again. I shouldn't have done that. In the meantime, I'm gonna put on the last painting of Dmitry Samarov. This is what he's been doing on his time off. He's ready to move, although he was gonna move to his new place, although his schedule for the movers got moved up because of the crisis we're living right now in Illinois. That's now you're seeing it on the feed. You're seeing what he's been working on. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. That's all the boxes. He's ready to move to his new place, even though he can't. The meeting or the appointment for the movers got moved for another 30 days, and maybe it'll be postponed for a little longer. But we are gonna go to another little break, and hopefully, when we're back, we can bring you Dimitri back again. And the pause will be showing up pretty soon. I hope you guys enjoy this time off. It'll give you the little time to grab a snack or something while you are viewing this. Hey, dude, welcome back.
Yeah, the internet went down, but maybe it's the Big Brother telling us it's time to get off the line or something.
I think we're
We've
bugging
talked
people
about-
up, so I think we should cut it off for today. We had a good time. It's been an hour and
Yeah,
20 minutes of communication and miscommunication and losing communication,
yeah, of
and it's been fun, man. Thanks a lot for doing this again. We'll be doing
course.
it again soon. Probably we can focus a little more on what's going on without mentioning the walking Cheeto. That'd be great if we can
Yeah. Oh
if we
yeah,
can
for
skip that.
sure. Yeah, and then
Excuses.
once you work out all the technical difficulties and you get all your fancy new technology
Yeah,
up.
up and running. Yes, I think it'll take a few months to do that. I am. I'm still what I'm getting right. I mean, tomorrow or the day after the gear is only to improve the speed of things because a lot of times
Yeah,
the software doesn't work on time to actually display the things, and it's my fault because I hit the transition button on the
yeah.
production software. But yeah, dude, we're learning. I'm learning little by little. You don't need to learn any of this. All we need is your
Oh
voice.
no, I'm not planning to learn any of it.
Right? Yeah. I mean, it takes too long. It took me months to
No, I
just
know.
be on
Yeah.
air. Yeah. It's terrible news for me, but it's great news for you guys. Whoever is watching, we had two viewers the whole time. I'm sure the replay or the replay
Oh,
will
the
have a lot
replay.
more views because this is live.
Yeah,
So yeah,
the replay will be viewed by thousands, millions, maybe.
we'll be viewed by thousands and millions once we are good because everybody loves seeing bad productions to laugh at people, and then
I know.
we'll get you know people telling us that we are really bad at this, but it's okay. It's part of the
I
job.
know. Yeah, there's going to be some little teenager that makes their own video laughing at the old people fucking up
Yep,
with technology.
that's us. Well,
Yeah.
that's me. That's me. That's me. Yeah. Yeah, dude. But thanks a lot for joining us today. We are streaming live from Chicago with local artist Dmitry Samarov. Excellent, excellent
Yeah.
person, really good artist. Please look him up. His information is right up. I'm putting it right now, and I'm gonna mention the website name is dmitrysamarov.com. There's no vowel between the D and the M and dmitrysamarov.com. Subscribe to his newsletter weekly. The name of it is Tiny Letter. I put the link up on the screen for people to just look it up that way. And yeah, thank you so much for joining us today, Dimitri. You have anything else to say before we go off the air?
No, that's it. I'll look forward to next time.
Perfect. We'll once again we will do it for sure weekly, but we're working on a better schedule for talking to you, man.
Sounds good.
All right. Thanks a lot for synchronizing and for checking out our channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like our channel and